Another episode of Volusia Flagler Cares. I'm Kelly Lacombe, and my co-host is Curtis Kirk, also my business partner and best friend. And what we do is we produce a weekly show that focuses on nonprofit groups, organizations. We want to talk about their events, what their mission is, and how we can help, and more importantly, how you can help them. So we're going to get into it today. We really have had great luck in getting guests. I mean, who knew that it would be like this? And we were able to have Chris, who reached out to me. I didn't follow up, and then finally I did and reached back out to her. And so we finally got Chris Sanders, who is the executive director from One Ohana One Community Inc. And you know what, Chris? I'm going to just go ahead and I put down as a title as Foster Referral Services, but it goes way, way, way beyond that. But before we get into that, what brings somebody like you into the foster care system and then to be such an integral cog within the machine?
Well, thanks, Kelly. I appreciate that introduction. I'm glad we were able to finally get together on this.
Yeah.
Um, you already introduced me. My name is Chris Sanders. I am a retired police officer from Daytona Beach. And during my time as a police officer, I dealt with families that had their children removed by Department of Children and Families.
Right.
When the families had the children removed, I never really knew what happened to the children after they were removed. Since I retired, my other half and I became foster parents to our nephew who went into foster care. We didn't want him to go to just a foster family
Sure.
because
Yeah,
you
it's
never want
family.
to do that if you can help your family. We became foster parents for him, and then COVID hit. And when COVID hit, everything shut down.
Right.
Everything was closed. There was no more going to Walmart at 2:00 in the morning. And we started seeing that the kids were still coming in at 2 or 3:00 in the morning. And we didn't have stuff for them. And our friends who were foster parents weren't able to go get necessary items when these kids
Mm-hmm.
came in. So originally it started in our house and we were stockpiling items. We had bins and bins and
I
bins.
saw those pictures. We're going to show
Yeah.
that reel so people will get an idea of what type of volume we're talking about.
Oh yeah. No, when we first started, it was our walkway in our house was filled from floor to ceiling and from front door to the living room
Well,
with
bless your
bins.
heart.
Thank you. And my other half decided that it was time to go ahead and really start helping people because our friends were not the only ones that needed help.
Right.
And so that's when One Ohana was in involved, became involved. That's when we became an item, a nonprofit. And that was in 2021 during the middle of COVID. Since then, we've gone from doing 2 care packages in a 3-month period to last year we did almost 300 throughout the
Wow.
year. That was in 2024.
That's great.
Well,
We also, go ahead.
what is a care package and who gets it?
Okay. So when the children are removed by the Department of Children and Families, or
Mm-hmm.
DCF, they go to a licensing agency, depending on where they're going to end up going, who the family is that they're going to go with. That licensing agency will either contact us directly or have the foster parent contact us because these kids
Okay.
come with nothing. They come with maybe a couple pieces of clothing.
Right.
A care package per se, it includes 7 days of brand new clothes in the size for the kid. Shoes if we have it. If not, we have shoe gift cards that we've started giving out. Socks, underwear, or
Mm-hmm.
diapers, depending on the age. Hygiene products, which can go from toothpaste and a toothbrush all the way up to hair products for children of different ethnicities. Um, then we have a
Right.
group of people who quilt blankets for us, and they will provide us with different sizes. We have different groups that quilt different kinds, and we have a new lady who knits or crochets blankets. And these kids get them, and they're tailored to them. You know, little boys get little boy blankets, little girls get little girl blankets.
So age appropriate, sex
Yes,
appropriate, culturally appropriate.
as much as we can.
Sure. Yeah.
Um, and then because there again, these children go from somewhere that they know is theirs with their parents or with their family members to somewhere completely different. It could be a different ethnicity, a different religion, and they have nothing. So what we do is we try to bring them comfort as best we can.
Well, I think I've told you I'm the lieutenant governor for Kiwanis in Division 7, and our state governor 2 years ago, uh, he also a foster child himself.
Oh, wow.
And his mission was that all of the clubs get suitcases and donate them to children, children's services. And I'm like, suitcases? And he's like, you have no idea. He goes, everybody can have a backpack. Everybody can have this, but a suitcase is almost like your own little home. And I never understood that. But it's got to be true when you have nothing and you're just getting.
It is true. When we first started doing our care packages, they were put in like tiny little duffel bags. And
Mm,
now we've moved up to, and then we did use suitcases for a while until we had a safety concern. So now we had a donor donate 10 suitcases brand new a couple months ago, and we
nice.
are down to about 5 or 6 now.
Well,
So, I mean, we're trying to make it so, because you're not going to give a little baby a large suitcase.
I'm with you. Yeah.
Yeah, but they get hand knitted bags.
Well, but that baby has 3 suitcases worth of stuff that it needs.
Yeah.
So, you got to look at it from all sides. And, like my partner, well, Curtis, he's right on. He and we used to actually donate like strollers and things like that to the
Yeah.
Child's Academy. We didn't really know anything about your program,
No,
Chris,
that's
but
okay. I mean, we have over the years we've donated strollers, beds, cribs, because we help reunifying families as well. Bless you. Um,
thank you.
reunifying families. So when the parents are getting their kids back, we've had families who are moving into apartments and they have nothing for the kids, or
Hmm.
they might have a twin size bed and that's it. So we've refurnished a couple of apartments. We've helped a few other families get household items, and then we also help the aging out foster kids. So when they turn 18, a lot of the times if they're in a group home on their 18th birthday, not only do they get happy birthday, but they go, here's your bag and here's the door.
Right.
So we have helped a lot of them as well get out into the community and find the services that they need in order to continue successfully.
Well, now you help not just the aging out children, but even before that happens, a lot of times people they either don't understand what they're getting into, or they need to know a little bit more to be prepared. And you guys provide that type of counseling, and I
It's
mean,
not officially counseling. We're more of a mentoring program.
gotcha.
Because we are not certified in any DCF regulated courses when it comes to that.
Right.
Um,
But you've
we
probably done 10 times more than they have,
right,
just through the
right,
nature of it.
exactly. So I mean, we will help foster families who are first run. They're coming into it. If they have any
Hmm.
questions, we answer all the questions that they might have. Um, We help them once they get the children, and as the children grow, one of the things that we offer in addition to the official care packages is we assist with birthdays. For example, if a child comes into care in January and their birthday is in February or March, we
Right.
will help put together a birthday party for them, including decorations, gifts. And then we have a gentleman by the name of Jake who bakes cakes. He's a cake baker. And for every cake that he sells, he donates one cake to a child in foster care.
Oh man, that is so
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Jake's Cakes,
It's Jake and Bake, actually.
Jake and Bake. I
Bacon,
like
bacon.
it.
Yeah.
It's pretty good. Yeah.
And his cakes are amazing.
We'll have
Amazing.
to put his website address up on on the show.
That's perfect. And for anybody that doesn't know, and this is a good segue, he will be donating dessert at our upcoming fundraiser, which is August 16th.
That's
It's
one of
going
the
to,
things I wanted to talk with you about.
yeah,
That's just right around the corner.
it is. It's 4 weeks out from now. It's going to be a luau themed casino night. So for your ticket into the event, you get dinner, drinks, and chips to play at the tables. There is no
Okay.
money won per se. However, any money that's made that night goes obviously back to the care packages that we do and paying our
Sure.
overhead.
Man, that is a great idea. And it's always fun. Again, referring back to my Kiwanis, we have Strike It Rich, but man, people they love, the bingo nights and the casino
Oh yeah.
stuff and, poker and everything. And it's a great way to have fun while you know that you're giving money, and it really is. Hate to say that, that's the lifeblood, but it is the lifeblood. You can't do anything if you don't really have those resources.
Right. And this year is a little different. Last year for our event, we had doTERRA Helping Hands
Okay.
match our funds raised for our care packages. So we raised $6,000. They matched the $6,000 that we raised. So
Hmm.
we ended up with a check for about $13,000 last year.
Will you have that same opportunity this year?
No, not this year. So we are trying our best to sell out and get our sponsorships filled and all that good stuff.
Right. Now, I did go to your website, and again, we're going to post that right up here, as well as a QR code that takes them right to the donation page. But one of the things that I noticed was that it you have more of a presence on Facebook. Is it because that you interact more, or but it just seemed more current? It seemed more engaging.
Our Facebook is an all day, every day
Okay.
engagement.
Yeah.
Our website, we have a webmaster who updates it when he wants to.
Right.
So
And after you
it's
send
kind of hard.
him the
Yeah,
information to
when he
be
can get
updated.
to it, he gets to it. And
Yeah.
some of this stuff is different. As you can see on our website, we used to have a thrift store. We thought that the thrift store would support the care packages. It didn't. So we no longer have a thrift store, and we were giving out free clothing to families in need, like any family in need.
Wow.
And that's listed on our website as well right now. But we moved into the city of Daytona, and the
Hmm.
city of Daytona hesitated on giving us a permit to allow us to continue giving out free clothing to the children in need. So we're still working on that.
Oh man. What do you have to be registered through Halifax Urban
I
Ministries
have
and go
no
to the
idea. I'm still trying to
subsection?
figure all that out.
I just can't believe that anyone can tell you what to do when you want to
Yeah.
give out something free to help.
Yeah, it's tough.
But hey, we all deal with what we got to deal with. But let me ask you this: uh, if you read the current news the way that it is, obviously so much is up in the air. Are there any things that you see that may end up affecting what you do and how you're able to fulfill your mission?
Um, Going with what you just said, it's really hard to imagine somebody telling you that you can't give things away for free. As long as we have private funding coming
Hmm.
in, we will not be restricted by anything that's going on
Nice.
outside of our little area.
Right.
We service all of Volusia County, and we service Putnam County as well. There is another agency that, or
Okay.
another nonprofit that works in Flagler County, and the DCF workers in this area and the community-based care workers in this area all know who we are now, and they call us on a regular basis. I don't see that changing with any new laws or stipulations
Right.
going into effect.
Right. And if you can, private funding is definitely the best way to do it, uh, but it's not always the easiest.
Right.
So I applaud your commitment
Thank you.
because it's not easy. Um,
No, it's not. It's definitely not. And it's funny because people ask me all the time, well, hey, can you do this? And it's like, hey, I'm broke. But you have,
right.
I said, that's not my money. That's for the care packages and for the kids. I mean, we don't have a lot of money in the bank, but we still have the ability to do our
Right.
packages.
Well, and so many times that's like the death of the nonprofit when the treasurer starts to see the money as
Yeah,
commingled.
right. So that's what we are trying so hard. I mean, we've obviously seen that in our years as law enforcement officers. So we don't show too many people what's going on behind the scenes,
Hmm.
because too many hands in there is when all the problems happen.
Right. Well, I think that even though we're going to go ahead and put the list up,
Mhm.
it might be good to kind of just go through quickly what types of items people can donate to you. Cash is king.
Of course, cash is
uh,
king, but items wise, I
yes.
know that right now we are low on toys for babies and under twos. So many
Okay.
toys these days are age 3 and up.
Yeah.
So brand new toys in actually for any age, really. And then when it gets into the teenagers, we try to do that specific. We have headphones, LED
Right.
lights because the kids love those LED lights. And then I just got a phone call about 45 minutes ago from a lady who went to Walmart and found the dollar clearance aisle at Walmart, and she racked up about $150 worth of clothing for us. So, I mean, that doesn't mean I'm going to be Phil, but
But it's
it
still
definitely
what a
helps.
wonderful gesture.
Yeah.
And but what it comes down to though, Chris, is how big is your network? How do
Um,
people, like I said, Curtis and I, we are part of the Childs family team. So whenever we just even come close to seeing something, it's like boom, we grab it. I go by people doing yard sales, garage sales, and you go and you see all of the kids stuff.
oh
And
yeah.
I just hand them my card and say, hey, listen, on Sunday, if this is still here, give me a call. I'll come pick it up.
Yeah, no, that's great.
And it
Um,
works out.
we we work well with the Daytona Kiwanis.
Uh-huh.
They donated last year about 45 duffel bags to
Nice.
us, to our mission. Um, we've worked with a lot of other nonprofits in the area to get to where we are now. Um, I can't say that I have 10,000 people following me, but we do have quite a good following. And then we
Hmm.
belong to quite a few networking groups that also assist with the promoting of what our needs. So I think
Well,
that
you got to
answers your
start
question.
somewhere, and it's a
Yeah.
continual building process.
Right. And we're finally working our way into like the TikTok and the Instagram. I mean, I know we're a little bit far behind, but
Actually, though, you know what? Everybody is. How much more can you do? And then say you finally get that, and then people go, "Oh, hold it, wait, you're not into AI? What are you, stupid?" You know?
right. Exactly. So yeah,
Chris, I
so
want to
we're
ask you a
we're
question.
trying our best now to get that under control and
Yeah,
figure it
it
out.
never ends. Never ends. So,
Chris,
we did talk about the types of things, but now gently used furniture, things like that. Would that be helpful? Is there a way? I mean, like a stroller, high chair, that kind of thing.
Strollers and high chairs, if they are in good condition and obviously they're still working, then yes.
Okay.
Furniture, we don't have space for it right now at this time. The
Okay.
furniture we usually do as needed basis. You
Mm-hmm.
know, if somebody calls us and says, "Hey, I need a dresser," then we post it on Facebook and on our
Gotcha.
stories, and we usually have a really good turnout response, and we're able to get the items that are needed. And even if we can't get the items, we connect somebody to somebody else who can help them figure it out.
Right. But
But
Chris,
yeah,
the
absolutely.
baby
Strollers.
food, the formula, the
Yep.
diapers.
Yeah,
the-
we if anybody finds a good deal on formula, we do try to supply the formula with the babies, at least a can or two, because a lot of the times the WIC program takes a couple weeks to get
Right.
activated with a new placement. Um, but there again, formula expires. So we don't want to stockpile 1,000 cans or even 100 cans and then not be able to use it before it expires.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, that's a supply and demand
Right.
Chris,
blockchain game you got to play, but you got to play it. But I just want to make sure people understand that yes, cash is king, and yes, you guys do need monetary donations. But if you can't do that, and you have stuff almost specifically for kids, I think that would be something that everybody needs to know. And again, we'll put that list up.
Absolutely. Yes, please. And make sure that you list my phone number as well
Well,
because our,
and I'm glad I was going to say, it says here 24/7.
yep.
Okay. The phone number, I have two of them.
Well, the 562 number,
Yep.
when that number is 24/7. That's our primary line
Okay.
number. But then you have my personal phone number, and that
Correct.
number is also 24/7. So they can
Okay.
call. I mean,
Okay.
if you have a stroller to donate, please don't call me at 2 o'clock in the morning,
Right.
obviously. But I
It'll
will answer
still
the
be
phone.
there at
Yes,
7 or 8, right?
yes, absolutely. But I will answer the phone at 2, 3 in the morning if needed.
Chris,
Well,
Yes, sir.
have Chris, have you ever approached any of the larger retail chains for donations to help out?
Not as of yet. I know
Hmm.
Kelly was talking to me the other day about J.C. Penney's, but
Right.
I have not reached out to any of the large retail
you
chains.
know what's crazy is Suzanne just texted me and said, yes,
Yeah.
she's been very helpful.
That's good.
I tried to get you guys connected because
No, that's great.
she's doing that Threads of
She's a great
Compassion
lady.
for the Daytona Kiwanis in conjunction with J.C. Penney. So I hope you guys can get in on that. I think it would be
Yeah,
Yeah.
that would
great.
be awesome. I'm gonna actually reach out to her and see if we can get a list of kids that are needed
Right,
Oh,
right.
that'd
and
be
get it to
great.
her. Yeah, that would be awesome.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what Curtis and I do,
Try
man.
to
We
do. Yeah.
we try to merge, connect the dots
Yep.
throughout the see we have both counties that we deal with.
Yeah.
Right.
So that's even more fun.
Right.
Um,
Absolutely.
so, well, I got to tell you, Chris, if there's anything that you could say, I don't know if you've ever seen that First We Feast where they eat those hot wings and then the guy goes, okay, you've got 3 minutes. Say what you want to say.
Oh my gosh. No, I have not seen that, but okay. If I was to say anything to anyone listening on the radio, obviously it
Mhm.
would be thank you so much for listening this far. And if you're able to help out, we do help the children in our community. We do not ask anything in return. We don't ask for proof of income, proof of residency, or anything to that effect. When we're talking about the children, we don't need to know where they're coming from, but as long as we know where they're going to be. Um, the money, we have sponsorships available for our event, our fundraiser event coming up next month. There are some still available. Tickets are still available, and
And
we
that
accept.
they would find at your website.
Yes, they
Okay.
can find that on our website. There's a small event logo in the top right, I think it is, on
Okay.
our website. We also accept monetary donations, PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, any of the
Right.
fancy ways to do it. And then we do accept checks. So,
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
Some people don't even do that anymore.
I
Yeah.
know, it's crazy. And our
Yeah.
mailing address is on our website as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
and I did go there, and no, I took the wrong one. I got the one for the family free shop on
Oh
Ridgewood.
yeah, no, our physical location is the 900 South Ridgewood,
Okay.
and then our mailing address is the other address on there, the 248 Thornberry Branch Lane in Daytona.
Okay. Well, uh, we will provide all of that information on the
Yeah.
podcast,
Okay.
and
We'll make
for
them a QR code too, Kelly.
yeah. Well,
Thank you.
I'll leave that up to you,
Yeah,
Curtis.
I'll take care of that. You get me the info.
Okay,
All right,
thank
buddy.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Chris, thanks for coming on. Thanks for doing what you do.
Yeah. Thanks a lot, Chris.
It's got to be thankless, but yet you still keep doing it. And there's times that you just wish it would come together, and hopefully we can help you start to achieve that in our small little way here.
Well, I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys. Thank you for having me on today, and
Okay.
I can't wait till tomorrow to watch the show.
Yeah, exactly. Everybody, tune in tomorrow after 4 p.m.
All
All
right.
right. And listen, next week, we have Mark Francis from the Daytona Beach Symphony Society, and he's going to share information about their upcoming season, their upcoming November fundraiser. You will definitely want to be a part of that, and we're going to have some samples from some very, very cool orchestras as well as choirs that will be here as well. So, anyway, hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. We love that you are a part of it. We hope that you will be nice to each other, and we'll see you next week. Take care.